how do we factor fourth degree trinomials? Let's look at the first one. Here we have x to the fourth power minus 10x to the third power plus 9x squared. And then for the second one, we have x to the fourth power minus 10x squared plus 9. Be sure you pause the video and try them first. Alright, let's do this one together first. Here we have x to the fourth power, and then for the second term, we have x to the third power, and for the last term, we have x squared. In another word, all the terms, they all had x to the second power, right? So we can factor out the x to the second power first. Originally, for the first term, we had the x to the fourth power, but we took two of them out. That means we have two more left inside, right? So we will have x squared left. And for the second term, originally, this was x to the third power, but we took two of them out, so we have x to the first power left. And this is the minus 10x to the first power. And then for the last term, we took the x squared out already, so we just have the plus 9 left, like this. And at the end, we have to make sure, we have to ask ourselves, can we factor more? Yes, in this case, right? So I will just first rewrite the x squared. And to factor this out, it's not bad at all, because we only have a 1 in front of the x squared. So let me start by putting down two sets of parentheses, and then x and x, right? And now, what times what will give us positive 9? And together, these two numbers will add up to be negative 10. We have to use minus 9 minus 1, isn't it? Because negative 9 times negative 1, that will give us positive 9. And then negative 9 minus 1 is exactly minus 10. So we know this is correct, and this is it. Okay? And now let's take a look at this one. This is a trinomial, but unfortunately, they don't have any common factor, because for the last term, this is just plus 9, right? So there's no common factor at all that we can take out in the first place. But keep in mind, this is a trinomial. And we can always try to factor out trinomial by using tic-tac-toe. So I will show you that as well. So let's draw the tic-tac-toe boxes like this. Okay, what times what will give us x to the fourth power? And let's just keep the powers balanced. Let me use x squared and x squared. How's that? And now I will move to here. What times what will give me positive 9? And let me try to do it with minus 1 minus 9. Negative 1 times negative 9 will give us positive 9, right? And you see, if I cross multiply x squared with negative 9, that will give us negative 9x squared. And if I do negative 1 times x squared, that's negative x squared. Combine like terms in the middle. This is going to give me negative 10x squared, which matches exactly with the original. So we can still factor this with the tic-tac-toe method, isn't it? And this is going to be, and be sure you read the answer across. So the first factor is going to be x squared minus 1, like this. And the second factor is x squared minus 9, like that. Okay? And now, can we factor more? Can we factor more? And the answer to that is yes and yes. So we'll have to do that, right? And let me just set this up for you guys. You see, this is the difference of two squares, because you can look at this as x squared and then minus 1 squared. 1 is the same as 1 squared. And the reason I have to put this down like this, it's because I can use the formula for the difference of two squares, right? Likewise, for the second one, I can look at this as x squared. And for the minus 9, we look at that as minus 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, so just like that. And now let's factor out this right here first. Okay, I'll put this down in black. X squared minus 1 squared is going to give us x minus 1 times x plus 1. Okay, this is the factoring for that. And now let's factor this out. Once again, it's a difference of two squares. And this is going to give us x minus 3 times x plus 3, isn't it? And we are done. In this case, we have 4 factors like that. And technically, right here, we also have 4 factors, because if you look at x squared, this means x times x, right? So we have 2 little x right here, right? and then 2 more. Anyway, this is it.